What do you think the chances of recession are next year in either the euro area or in the US?
So I think the US, the big picture is very simple. You have a trade war with China, and we don't think it gets fixed in the near future. I think the best parallel you can think of is the Cold War in the 50s, where there'll be improvement, there'll be contagion, there'll be ups, there'll be down, and so this is going to be interesting. And so
do you see two economies emerging? I mean, it's a division between the two. We were talking about this morning. Do you see kind of two internets, two supply chains, much more regional economy?
Much more regional economies, and also a global fight for some of the sectors. And so you think the U.S. is going to slow down, and you know, one of our main themes is that the first half of 2020 will be slow in the U.S. You'll see GDP dip to 1% or something like this, and if the rhetoric on the trade war gets worse, you may even be in recession simply because the consumer will lose faith in what's happening.
Which are you more scared of, out of Brexit or Jeremy Corbyn?
Oh, thank you for this question, John. Well, I'm
not saying you can't get both, by the way.
It's funny. Look, we think obviously that a full-on Labour government with the program they have would obviously be very bad for risky assets, and it somehow reminds me of what I grew up with when in 1981 the socialists in France decided to nationalize everything in sight, and within a year they had to do a 180 and decide that it was not such a good idea. But I think what the core belief that I came to think is that the government is not very good at running things. It doesn't matter how bad other people are, the government is never very good at running things. And so
you see Corbyn as another kind of meteor. He would come in and then run into trouble.
If you look at his program, it's quite extreme.
Do you think that is worse than Brexit? I mean, just in terms of the effect on bonds. You buy a lot of government bonds.
We do, and we like the UK, and we own a lot of UK bank. We think that even in a Brexit scenario, they're fine. So what is...
In a hard Brexit?
In a hard Brexit, they're fine. And what you need is resolution at this stage. And I think we are in limbo, and being in limbo is not a good thing. And you have a situation where between the politics, the government, the House, the voters, it's so fragmented and so disconvoluted, and I don't have to tell you this, that you need a way to get to an outcome. And an outcome, even if it's a hard Brexit, is better than having 2 more years in terms of a situation where nothing gets decided.